This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Topping news, all eyes are on Tropical Storm Emily. The weather system located near Tampa, Florida, continues to dump lots of rain, thunder, and lightning here on Grand Bahama. Local stakeholders have already mobilized a plan of action to ensure that residents are kept safe until the passing of this storm. Shashina Roll has the story.
Government officials, the Department of Meteorology, and other relevant agencies are keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Emily. While the storm is not anticipated to directly hit the island of Grand Bahama, Chief Meteorologist Kirk James says bad weather and lots of rain is in the forecast.
Pretty much we're simply concerned for the public to be aware of the heavy rainfall, and we do have a hazardous or adverse warning for the public alert. Really, the warnings are issued from New Providence, but in the special warnings on your forecast, you'll see adverse weather threat would include strong to severe thunderstorms, locally heavy rainfall, and flooding. That's a real potential. The National Hurricane Center predicts between three quarters of an inch and an inch and a half of rain on Grand Bahama. We know that Grand Bahama is particularly flat, low-lying, and so it floods very easily.
He says moderate to heavy rainfall can be expected, but he gives the special warning to drivers.
Road users got to be very particular about low visibility, low-level water settlement called ponding that could hydroplane vehicles. You need to be very careful of that. With regards to the Fishing Hole Road, the concern, we're not looking for any strong winds at this point. The models will update this, of course, every 6 hours.
But Grand Bahamians know the dangers of storms all too well, and there are many whose homes have still not been repaired since Hurricane Matthew. Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Kwesi Thompson, assures those residents that they have not been forgotten.
As we go through the continued process of repairing those persons' houses, we want them to be assured that should the need arise, we have already put officials on alert to ensure that there is at least a shelter which will be made available for the public, for those persons who may not be able to stay at their houses should the need arises.
NEMA Representative Tammy Mitchell is advising residents to secure their belongings during this weather system. She is asking residents to stay tuned to the local news for more information regarding the possible opening of shelters.
The department that's responsible for that, which is Social Services, has already been put on standby in terms of monitoring the weather themselves. So once that decision is made, it's going to give us enough time so that we can also announce it to the public via ZNS that this particular shelter is open. And if you feel that you need to evacuate your home, if you're in a low-lying area particularly, and you know that your home has already been faced with challenges since Matthew, you will be advised of which shelter to go to and at what time that shelter will be open for the island of Grand Bahama.
Shashina Rule, ZNS Network News.
Now, the Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama, Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, also addressing today's press conference. She says with an active hurricane season already underway, now is the time to be your brother's keeper.
At this time, we're going to continue to do best as we can. We know that it can get very frustrating, and we're aware that many of you out there still remain without your homes fixed, but we want to recommit our efforts and ensure you that we will do everything within our power to ensure that you get back in your homes. In the meantime, we make this special appeal to those who may be secure in their homes. If you have a neighbor that is in need of help, to please extend a hand and help them during this time of inclement weather.
Now, as of late this afternoon, former Tropical Storm Emily was downgraded to a tropical depression. While forecasters continue to monitor Tropical Depression Emily, for many on Grand Bahama, the thought of another storm is unsettling. Some homes are still in need of repairs, and the business sector is having its share of challenges as well. Hurricane Matthew dealt a heavy blow to hotels on the Lucaya Strip last October, and today neighboring businesses are still trying to recover. With this in mind, the Office of the Prime Minister is joining forces with several partners to deliver an economic injection in that area. In a press conference held Sunday afternoon, the Minister of State for Grand Bahama in the office of the Prime Minister, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, noting that the Port Lucaya marketplace has suffered some setbacks following the closure of hotels on the Lucaya Strip. He says that while the government works to address the hotel situation, they found it necessary to bring immediate economic relief to the marketplace, and as a result, a number of entities have come together to introduce a new initiative called A Taste of Port Lucaya.
A Taste of Port Lucaya will feature top Bahamian artists such as Delete, Wilfred Solomon, the Police Pop Band, the Rhythm Band, and Grand Bahamas top DJ and other entertainment and much more.
Minister Thompson says the initiative will be launched this Thursday, August 3rd. He is encouraging residents and all Bahamians to support and make this event a major success.
This coming Thursday and every other Friday, we will be focused and centered here on Port Lucaya. We're happy that tourists on the island will be provided with transportation. They will be able to come here as well. But more importantly than the tourists, we want our locals from Grand Bahama to come out and support Grand Bahamians here in Port Lucaya.
Director of the Port Lucaya Marketplace, Ivan Moss, is also welcoming tourists and residents alike to enjoy the activities and excitement. In addition to the performances, Moss says that there are over 200 vendors in Port Lucaya looking forward to the business.
For the benefit of all, and especially the tenancy in Port Lucaya Marketplace. And it'll be a great pleasure to have all the public come out and to attend.
The Ministry of Tourism is partnering with the Office of the Prime Minister to facilitate this event. Director Betty Bethel says they are promoting the event domestically and internationally.
So we are appealing to the public to come out and support. Again, the Ministry of Tourism's specific emphasis is creating experiences that visitors will mark their calendars to return again the following year and the year after that. And then also to bring economic relief to the various communities that are currently suffering from lack of activities.
Stay with us, there's more news right after this break.